Well, this is National Volunteer Week, and every year we have our annual Volunteer Recognition Breakfast, and this is just our annual opportunity to thank all the volunteers in our community, because we do know that a lot of volunteers do the work they do without much recognition. They're usually behind the scenes and doing their important work. So we just want to call them out and make sure that they get the recognition that they deserve.
So welcome to the 23rd Annual Volunteer Recognition Breakfast. I'm Terry Johns from United Way of Inner Wisconsin, and we're glad that you're able to join us this year. We hope that you come away from today's program inspired and enlightened by all of the great work that's being done to serve our community. You'll find that you learn a lot about the community and maybe discover some new opportunities that you haven't heard of before. If after today's program you feel inspired to volunteer more or volunteer for the first time, we encourage you to contact the Volunteer Center, and on each table there should be a basket. I think there's a variety of colors, but there are volunteer opportunities that are currently available in the community in that basket. So feel free to pass that around the table and take a look, and you could take one of those cards if it's something that interests you, and we can get you matched up with the agency that has that volunteer need. As you may be aware, this week is National Volunteer Week, when we honor our local volunteers who make a tremendous impact on the community. We also promote volunteerism and encourage others to get involved. In a recent report from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, we learned that 62.6 million Americans have volunteered between September of 2012 and September of 2013. In Southwood County, we saw volunteer hours of 182,149, and those are just the ones that we recorded, and over 15,000 in Adams County. And so this is tremendous. That's over almost 200,000 volunteer hours in 1 year. So I think that deserves a round of applause. You should all be very proud of the work that you're doing as volunteers, from mentoring children to organizing food drives, helping victims of disaster, sewing quilts, and everything in between. To get a feel for who we have in the room today, I'm going to call off all of the different organizations that are present. If you volunteer for that organization, please raise your hand and we'll hold all of our applause till the end, because it is a very, as you would expect, lengthy list. Acorn Apartments, Adams Friendship Area Schools, Adams Community Theater, Adams County Promise Neighborhood, Adams Friendship Schools, Elementary, High School Learning Center, Middle School, and Middle School Band, Aging and Disability Resource Center of Adams County, American Cancer Society, American Red Cross, Backpacks for Kids. Hey, I know you guys are here, raise your hands. Boys and Girls Club of the Wisconsin Rapids area, Central Wisconsin Literacy Council, Central Wisconsin Nature Foundation, Day of Caring, Eagles Club, First Choice Pregnancy Resource Center, Girl Scouts of the Northwestern Great Lakes, Grove Elementary School, Heart of Wisconsin Chamber of Commerce, Hope for Hannah, Humke Elementary School, Junior Achievement, King Veterans Home, Learning for Life Reading Mentor Program, Lincoln High School, the Ambassadors, Key Club, Peer Tutoring Program, Material Girls Quilt Club. I had a little flashback to the 80s when I saw that come through on the list. Mead Elementary Charter School, Ministry Home Care Hospice and Hospice Memory Bears Tours, Nakusa Academy, Nakusa Schools, Opportunity Development Center, River Cities Community Access, Riverview Hospital Association, Rome Makers Community Services, Samoset Council Boy Scouts, Second Harvest Mobile Food Pantry, Southwood County Humane Society and Humane Society Friends Group, Southwood County Emergency Pantry Shelf, or SWEPS, Speak Up for Kids, Spencer Lake Kids Camp, Stuff the School Bus, the Family Center, the Honor Guard, Lowell Center, the Neighborhood Table, VFW, Think Academy, United Way of Inner Wisconsin, Veterans Day Recognition Dinner, Veterans Hospital, Wisconsin Foster and Adoptive Parent Association, Wisconsin Rapids Children's Museum, Wisconsin Rapids Public Schools and Summer School Volunteers, and the YMCA. Did you even know we had that many organizations serving our community? It's very exciting. At this time, I'd like to invite forward Angie Laux, who is the Volunteer Center Coordinator, and she will be giving you a brief update.
Thank you. 2013 was a very busy year for the Volunteer Center. We continued to offer the Volunteer Coordinators of Inner Wisconsin. This is a free program that is available to any and all organizations that have a volunteer program. You do not need to be a United Way partner program or Volunteer Center affiliate agency. We encourage all volunteer coordinators from Southwood and Adams counties to attend. We discuss different issues that volunteer coordinators face, from volunteer recruitment to saying thank you. We also have a materials exchange. We encourage all who participate to share ideas and support one another. Our next meeting is April 29th at 1 p.m. at the Wisconsin Rapids City Hall lower level conference room. Please join us. Last year, we joined the Southwood County Homelessness Initiative's Volunteer Committee to assist with a twice yearly homeless point-in-time count, or PIT count. Every January and July, volunteers hit the pavement between the hours of 1 p.m., 11 p.m., and 3 a.m. I always get that mixed up because it's such weird hours. 11 p.m. and 3 a.m. and search for homeless individuals who are living on the streets. These individuals are surveyed, and the information is used by a local agency to apply for grants and to better serve our local homeless population. Let me know if you're interested in volunteering for something like that. Additionally, our work on Day of Caring, Disaster Volunteer Reception Center, and the Holiday Give and Get Help Guide for Southwood and Adams counties continue to make a difference. Yes, there's never a dull moment at the Volunteer Center, and we are here for you, the agencies who need volunteers and the individuals who want to start their journey in volunteering. If you ever have any questions about the different volunteer opportunities in the community, please don't hesitate to contact us. You can make an appointment, conduct a phone interview, or visit us on the website at volunteerinnerwisc.org. Or you can fill out the card at your table entitled 25 Reasons to Leave Your Email, and we will get in contact with you. And please know that any way you decide to get involved, you are making an impact. And now I'd like to invite the Mayor of Wisconsin Rapids, Zachary Verwink, to give the proclamation.
Good morning, Wisconsin Rapids area residents. It is a great honor and privilege to proclaim, on the behalf of the City of Wisconsin Rapids, I, Mayor Zachary Verwink, hereby proclaim April 6th through 2014 as National Volunteer Week in Inner Wisconsin. I urge my fellow citizens to join the volunteer effort in our communities by volunteering and recognizing those who serve, as we're doing here this morning. Volunteering promotes fellowship and unity and increases community awareness. Please join us during National Volunteer Week to make a difference in the lives of others. Angie?
Thank you.
Congratulations.
He's a little taller than me. I have to bring this back down. And now it's time for our keynote presentation. We recognize that volunteers give freely of themselves. You take time to care for others, children and youth, our local elderly and handicapped, the community, the environment, stray animals, cancer patients, the list goes on and on. Many volunteers go above and beyond the call of duty, and most have a hard time saying no. This year we decided to focus on you. At each place setting, you'll find a volunteer survival kit. This is the Volunteer Center gift to you. We also have with us today Jennifer Swenson and Kylie Brown of the UW Extension. Their presentation today is titled, Taking Time for You. Kylie and Jennifer?
Good morning. We'd like to start off today. I'd like you to turn to your neighbors and give them a pat on the back. So part of taking time for you is recognition. And that's what today is all about. It's about all of you. Because without all of you, our organizations would not be what they are today. So I'm Jennifer Swenson, and I work for UW Extension in Adams County for the 4-H Youth Development Program.
And I'm a little bit shorter than me. And I'm Kylie Brown, and like Jennifer said, we both work for 4-H and youth development. Myself in Wood County and Jennifer in Adams County. And 4-H is a youth organization that focuses on life skill building, and like many of you here today, are helping kids through volunteerism.
So Kylie and I are truly honored to be here with all of you. We volunteer for many reasons, right? Generally to help others and our community. So what does it mean to be a volunteer? So to be a volunteer takes 6 pieces. I'm sure there may be a few more as well. And I know that all of you can resonate with these. So as I say them, if you want to raise your hand, just nod your head like, yes, I agree with that. So number 1, generosity, a willingness to give your time to others. Understanding, because their lives might be different from your own. Empathy, an ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes and feel what they must feel. Compassion, to truly care about making someone else's life better. Patience, because the process doesn't always go as smoothly as it might or as that we might like it to. And dedication, to stick with the project and see it through. So I hope all of you see those pieces within yourselves, because that's why you're here as a volunteer. So today is about taking time for you, because you all give so much. And the key to taking time for you is to make sure that you include laughter, friendship, recognition, good food, and fellowship. And we've had all of that this morning. So to go along with our theme of taking time for you, we decided to bring a little bit of fun and energy to you this morning. Now, Kylie and I put a lot of time and thought into this of what did we want to come and talk to all of you about. And the big thing, of course, is thank you. But we wanted to bring a little bit of fun and energy through an activity that we're going to do. So I hope that you can have some fun with this and be engaged with it as well.
Okay, so we're going to need your participation to make this a fun activity to do. And if we could have some of the United Way volunteers or those that are here to help, kind of just spread yourselves across the room. Don't be shy.
If you guys want to just come up here and stand up here, you can kind of spread.
All right, this is an activity that you're going to be able to do at your tables, so don't worry. I don't want anybody to have to trip. So and there's prizes, which is always the best part. Okay, so like Jennifer mentioned, part of being a volunteer is to have fun. And that's why some of us do volunteering, is to have fun, right? And we all know that it's not always fun. Sometimes there's some sad times and some challenging times. But for the most part, having fun and being with friends and having fellowship is a big part of why we volunteer. So Jennifer and I work with 4-H, and something we try to engage into our 4-H clubs is to have fun. So we're going to do a little activity this morning, and you get to, again, stay at your seats, but you're going to be utilizing things that are already in your backpack, things that are in your toolkit, things that are already at your table to try to win this competition. At your tables, you will all have your teams. Your teams will be made up of your tables. And when you have this thing that I'm going to describe to you, one person will stand up or raise your hand ferociously so that we know it's you. And if you do have this thing and it's the correct thing, your table will get a point, okay? So everybody get ready. Got my volunteers to watch. I was gonna have you run up here with your item, but I didn't know after you ate breakfast and if anybody's not a morning person. Yeah, if you need to run and get your purse, that would be okay too. But all right, so in the essence of time, we're gonna get started here. All right, to carry this with you, let me start over. You carry this with you so that your volunteer manager can find you at all times of the day. Sometimes these things are smart if you know how to use them. Okay? They got it? All right, so give yourself a point. Table right there. All right. All right, ready? So we kind of see how this game's going to work. And these are all things that you as volunteers are going to have with you, okay? You should have with you. I would hope you'd have with you. And this one's going to be a really easy one because you may not get into your school building or classroom without this on your shirt. No, without this on your shirt. I think it's those guys back there.
Back there,
The
okay.
gentleman with the blue shirt on.
Mr. Rasmussen.
Yep, Mr. Rasmussen. Okay, give yourself a point. Table. You have to wait until that question is read completely. All right, here we go. As volunteer managers, we know that this is a very valuable part to you, and many times you wear it on your wrist.
Right back there, blue.
Okay, way in the back in the blue. So remember that volunteer managers, our volunteers treasure their time, and make sure, volunteer managers, that we're utilizing our volunteers' time to the utmost. When an event is finished, there is no better way to say a job well done than with this. That's a good answer, but that's, what does she have? What is it?
Survival.
Okay, that's fine, since you're the one standing up. A thank you note, a card, or a letter. All right. Okay, here we go. You use this to keep track of those important events, meetings that your organization is planning. Sometimes it looks out of control.
Got a lot of them waving there. Somebody's back here. What does she have?
Yeah, I was looking, I guess, yes, you could use your iPhones, but I was looking for a handy-dandy paper calendar. All right, so whoever, I'm not keeping track of the points. I'm just the reader. So.
Back there was first.
All right, so right there, all right, give your table a point. This could be bad if every table has a point. I don't have enough prizes for everybody. Okay, here we go. You may need this if you are speeding to your volunteering event because you can't wait to get there and you get pulled over. No? Then you might have to talk to Mayor Verwing to see if you can get out of that one. Do we have a hand raised? What do you have? What? No? I don't know. I wasn't watching, so who got it?
Driver's license?
I know that those ladies
She
back
was
there.
Back there, yeah.
Okay, we got ya. Driver's license. Okay, all right, here we go. As volunteers, sometimes you need to run out and get that last minute thing for your nonprofit. Don't forget to turn this in to get reimbursed. But you have to show me one.
Right, third table right here.
Right there.
Family center
No,
table.
family center table. Why do I keep hitting my elbow on there? Okay, we're about halfway done. Here is a time for comebacks. As volunteers, you like to give your time with someone you call a... Here, right here. There you go. Good job. Good job. Because life is tough and you just have to wipe away the tears sometimes. Back there,
Right
the
there,
purple
yeah.
shirt. I am hitting my elbow on there. I'm gonna do this. All right. Sometimes you just have to eat on the run. Whoa, candy bar. They have a snack right there.
He had just
Yep.
first, I think.
Yep. All right. You can never be too germ-free. We want our volunteers to stay healthy, and sometimes it smells pretty
This
darn
is the
good.
First hand right here, second table.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay. So hand sanitizer.
She got that out really fast.
This is used to try and save our nonprofit some money when heading to the store. Let me see it. Dig, dig, dig. Oh. Got a coupon? I don't know who's that. Who do you see? Back there? What did you guys do? Stock your purses this morning or what? I did not give these questions out in advance. All right, this should be an easy one. Used to help fix some of life's little boo-boos.
Oh, right here.
Right here? Okay. 2 more left. Oh yeah. You should always advertise your nonprofit's brand. Wear it loud and proud. Did you see? I don't know if it was them or
I think it's
them.
the third table over
Third
here.
table. There you go. Turn around, let everybody see what your shirt it says. All right, so where are we at with points? You have, what?
What do they have back there?
No, I don't think anybody's got
Between
10.
that table and that table.
So, who has 3 points? Who has 2 points? Okay, so we don't really have to do a tiebreaker so far. Okay,
Did they
here.
have 3, Amy? 2 tables with
All right.
3.
Oh, we do have to. Okay, here's the tiebreaker because I don't have enough door prizes for 2
The 2
tables.
tables with 3, right? So they're the only ones.
So now I only have the last 2 tables are the only ones participating in this last one. All right? Yep, the whole table has to stand up for this one. Push your chairs in so you don't trip. You are never fully dressed without one of these. There. I think that table wins. All right. Congratulations to the table in the back. We will give you your door prizes throughout the rest of the morning. Thank you for playing our fun little game with us. I'm going to turn it back over to Jennifer.
All right, so we hope that you had fun with that activity. Sometimes in volunteering, it's not always fun and laughter, right? Hopefully we brought a little bit of that to you this morning. So I'm just going to finish up with a quote that really resonates with me is that life is not measured by the number of breaths that we take, but the number of moments that take our breath away. As we look around today, we see a sea of faces. Each one of you tells a story. So many faces, so many different stories. You come with many different backgrounds and different paths in life. You have many different life experiences that have shaped you. And yet, you all have at least one thing in common: your willingness to give your time to help others in our communities. Kylie and I are humbled by your generosity of spirit and your compassion for your fellow human beings. It is all of you in this room who so generously give your time, your warmth, your humor, and your caring. It's all of you doing what you do who really take our breath away. Thank you for being a volunteer.
Thank you, Kylie and Jennifer. That was a great presentation. Before we move into the awards, we have a little piece of entertainment to share with you. In October of 2013, over 200 volunteers came out and raked 50 yards for our local elderly and disabled during our annual Day of Caring. Additionally, that day there was a food drive, a book project. There to capture the moments was volunteer Colton Esser from River Cities Community Access. Is Colton here? No, Colton? Okay, Colton's not here. And so he produced this short video about the 2013 Day of Caring, and Angie's going to show it to you.
I'm Amy Fluno, and we are out here today at the Grand Rapids Lions Club for our annual Day of Caring. Day of Caring is where we rake yards for our elderly and disabled in the community. We have volunteers come out and grab their assignments and grab a free t-shirt and rake some yards. So we're just kind of enjoying the cool, brisk day and getting some leaves raked today.
One of the projects that's happening today is a book delivery that we've partnered with our friends from the Daily Tribune Media and the Gannett Foundation to purchase books and distribute those to our local classroom libraries. So we have 184 books going to each of our 10 local public elementary schools, which will be used to enhance their classroom libraries and give the children more options and opportunities to grow their love of reading. Our thanks to Colton for putting that message together, and it's great to see families up there volunteering together as well, teaching their children about getting involved and giving back to the community. So just by show of hands, how many of you have ever participated in Day of Caring? Yeah, we've got a great number in the room. So we would really encourage you to consider doing that again this next fall. So now it's time for the presentation of our awards to all of our nominees. We're excited to tell you that this year we have a total of 46 nominees, 29 individuals, and 17 groups. Each volunteer is special and doing great things in our community. Thanks to each and every one of you. We will begin with the individuals. As I call your name, would you please come forward to receive your certificate and pin? And if I could get my helpers up here that are handing out the pins and certificates, that would be great. If the following would please come forward from the Adams Friendship Area School District, Gretchen, Ann, and Paula. Gretchen is the go-to girl whenever you need a hand at Adams Friendship Elementary School. She has helped with school-wide reward parties, classroom projects, and Dr. Seuss Day. Ann is a volunteer for the Adams Friendship Middle School Band program. She can be trusted completely in every situation. She's an exceptional volunteer. And Paula volunteers at Adams Friendship Elementary School. She helps students of every grade level with math and reading. Paula also volunteers for the Adams Friendship Middle School musical, Adams Community Theater, and for the Adams Red Cross Blood Drive. And I should tell you that the brief snippet that I'm reading about these individuals, these were pulled from the actual nomination form that came into the Volunteer Center office, and they're also in your program as well. From the Aging and Disability Resource Center of Adams County, if I could have Jimmy, Martha, Keith, Rob, Roseanne, please come forward. Jimmy helps out at the Aging and Disability Resource Center of Adams dining site and delivers Meals on Wheels. He came to the ADRC when his mom started volunteering and saw how satisfying it was. Martha is a great asset to the Aging and Disability Resource Center of Adams program. She's always helping out seniors with whatever is needed and is very dedicated. Keith is a volunteer medical transportation driver for the Aging and Disability Resource Center of Adams. He is always ready wherever and whenever needed. Rob is very helpful at the Aging and Disability Resource Center and is always willing to go the extra mile. He's always helping seniors do little extras at their homes. Roseanne is very dedicated volunteer at the Aging and Disability Resource Center and helps out with computer work. She also sends out cards to brighten people's day. Thank you. Congratulations. The American Red Cross nominated 2 individuals, and we have Jerome and Joanna. Jerome is one of those heroes that does not wear a cape. You should get a cape. Yeah. He helps people who have lost their homes to a fire. He is trained to set up shelter, feed responders and clients, console individuals, gather information, and distribute food and supplies. I think that deserves a cape. Joanna started by helping people who lost their homes to a fire. She also learned how to operate a shelter during a state training, and 2 weeks later was deployed to help with Hurricane Sandy. Congratulations. Thank you. First Choice Pregnancy Center, Karen. Karen has volunteered over 3,000 hours as an advocate at First Choice Pregnancy Center. She also volunteers at most of their fundraising events. Congratulations. Grove Elementary School, Manda Worth. Manda is the PTC president at Grove Elementary. She not only is key to planning and organizing PTC events, but also gives readily of her time to support staff and students. Congratulations. Heart of Wisconsin Chamber of Commerce, Karen. Karen is passionate about small business, the community, and the state of Wisconsin. Anyone who visits the Heart of Wisconsin Chamber of Commerce while Karen is there leaves with all of the information that they need. Thanks, Karen. From Humke Elementary, we have Valerie, Paul, and Sandy. Miss Val, the Virtues Lady, is a volunteer at Humke Elementary School. As a master facilitator for the Virtues Project, she first came to Humke to introduce staff to the Virtues Project. Since then, she has been coming to school each week, helping staff and students see how to use their virtues to make a difference. Paul volunteers in one of the kindergarten classrooms at Humke Elementary School. He assists with center time, reads with students, helps struggling students, eats lunch with them, and often goes outside for recess. I think that gets a cape too. Sandy also volunteers in one of the kindergarten classrooms at Humke Elementary. Sandy reads with students, assists with student activities, and helps students who are struggling. Congratulations. Thank you. Lincoln High School nominated 3 individuals. We have Tessa, Perry, and Sierra. Tessa has accumulated 375 volunteer hours over the past 3 years. She has been involved in Stuff the Bus, Huntington House, the Boys and Girls Club, the Neighborhood Table, Southwood County Emergency Pantry Shelf, Day of Caring, Hope for Hannah, and Acorn Apartments. Perry has helped at the Neighborhood Table, Day of Caring, the YMCA Triathlon, Speak Up for Kids, Vacation Bible School, Spencer Lake Kids Camp, and the Family Center. Over the last 3 years, she has accumulated 275 volunteer hours. Sierra would like to be an educator one day, which has led her to several volunteer opportunities. She has over 310 hours of service. She has been a peer tutor, a face painter, has assisted with childcare, and was a summer school volunteer at Woodside and Grove Elementary Schools. Congratulations. For Ministry Home Care Hospice, there's 2 nominees, Kathy and Ron. No Kathy and Ron. Well, Kathy provides companionship to hospice patients, conducts rounding calls to patients' families to ensure they are receiving excellent care, and has been a community member at the Snowflake Ball Committee. Ron began volunteering with Ministry Home Care Hospice 5 years ago. During those years, Ron provided critical support and socialization to patients and their families as they took the journey toward end of life. Samoset Boy Scout Council, Mary, Nigel, James, Cindy, and Peter. Mary works with the Outreach Cub Scout program at the Boys and Girls Club Pitch Center. She has brought the Cub Scout program to boys that normally would not have the opportunity to participate. Nigel is district chair at Samoset Council Boy Scouts. He has worked on refocusing the vision of the district to involve more of the community and to help in delivering the mission of Boy Scouts to local families. Jim held one of the top 2 district positions for scouting in the area. He was responsible for service to all of the 20 scouting units in our area. Jim oversees the actions of a committee of 16 volunteers that work directly with Scouts. Cindy is the official records and advancement keeper for the 500-plus Scouts in this area. Her work keeps track of all of the awards and advancements that the Scouts complete. And Peter has been organizing and promoting merit badge clinics for local Scouts so they have more opportunities to learn skills and move ahead as their pack advances. Congratulations. The Neighborhood Table, Barb. She's weaving. Barb is an integral part of the neighborhood table by leading the meal preparations and sharing her vast experience in preparing food for large groups. When Barb finishes her duties in the kitchen, she spends time in the dining room visiting with guests or sharing a meal with them. Congratulations. Think Academy, Amy and Larry. Now, I'll just put it out there, I am a little biased towards these two because my kids go to school at Think Academy, so. Amy Fuller has been volunteering for years at Think Academy, probably the whole time that her children have been students there. She works with staff and students in so many ways, coordinating the early release program and many others. It's hard to imagine how the school would run without Amy there. And Larry started and planned and organized the door greeter program at Think Academy. These volunteers improve the safety of Think students by locking the doors after the school bell rings and personally greeting all who enter. Thank you, congratulations. Okay, and before we move into groups, one more big round of applause for all of our individual nominees. Okay, and now we move to the groups. So if you are part of this group, if you would please come forward. Adams Friendship High School Learning Center volunteers. The Learning Center is open after school from 3:30 till 7 p.m. every night, Monday through Thursday. Volunteers check out books, issue technology, and help students with any questions they might have throughout the evening. Thank you. Congratulations. Backpacks for kids. This program is operated by the students at Nakusa Academy. This is a program where students at the Academy fill backpacks with food for families that are in need within the Nakusa School District so that they have enough to eat over the weekend. Congratulations. Bill and Sandy Euclid, is that right? Did I say that right? Yes, you did. Oh, thank you. Been working on that one the last couple days. Bill and Sandy are well-known volunteers in Adams County. They are active volunteers for Adams County Promise Neighborhood and the Second Harvest Mobile Food Pantry Project. They focus on finding enough volunteers to make sure that the food pantry event is a success. Thank you. Congratulations. Family Center. Family Center has 5 different groups that are nominated, so if you want to come up, we will do them in this order. We have the Donation Center volunteers, and then the front office volunteers, general volunteers, shelter assistants, and sexual assault advocate volunteers. So some of you may be staying up here for more than one, I understand. Family Center Donation Center volunteers. Volunteers receive, sort, and organize all donations that come to the Family Center. These volunteers work to keep the Hope's Chest donations area and pantry area neat and stocked for clients. They are also the main factor that make the spring food drive a success. Congratulations. Next is Family Center front office volunteers. Front office volunteers provide general office support, which includes answering phones, greeting the general public, and accepting donations. These volunteers provide a friendly face to all visiting the Family Center. They also help staff with special projects and mailings. Family Center general volunteers. All right, we lost our group. Was it all they were all up here for the same? Okay. General volunteers. These volunteers help out in all areas around the Family Center. Tasks vary from painting and decorating to technological support. They work to keep the facility organized, looking nice, and functioning in a normal manner. Family Center Shelter Assistants. Shelter assistants, raise your hand so we know who you are. There's one. Nancy? Did you come up already, Nancy? I did. Okay. Volunteers provide advocacy and support to victims residing in the shelter. These volunteers are always willing to help out around the shelter and offer a listening ear to clients of all ages and backgrounds. And Family Center Sexual Assault Advocate volunteers. These volunteers provide advocacy to victims of sexual assault during emergency room examinations and/or law enforcement interviews. These volunteers are great at providing support to clients during a devastating time in their lives. Girl Scouts of the Northwestern Great Lakes. This is the Rockwood area leaders. This amazing group of women go above and beyond to ensure the girls of Adams County have the opportunity to grow as leaders and as community members in a fun and entertaining way. Thank you. Learning for Life Reading Mentors, Mead School. Anybody here? No? Okay. Oh, see, I thought we had somebody. Mead Elementary Charter School partnered with United Way of Inner Wisconsin's Women's Leadership Council to have Learning for Life reading mentors at Mead Elementary and Humke Elementary schools. These mentors volunteer to work with a student each week for every week of the school year, reading with children kindergarten through 3rd grade. Congratulations. Thank you. Lincoln High School Ambassadors, Name It, Claim It, Stop It, Service Learning Project. These volunteers have been trained to present information on an anti-harassment concept called Name It, Claim It, Stop It. They performed role-play presentations and facilitated discussion during classes last fall. They also created a service learning project to benefit the elementary students. Congratulations. Lincoln High School Key Club Board. The 2013-14 Key Club Board of Directors is responsible for initiating several new service projects. A few examples include trick-or-treating for canned food, collecting cell phones for soldiers, a volunteer luncheon, raising money for a global UNICEF campaign to vaccinate women and children. Congratulations. And Lincoln High School peer tutors. Elsa, Jake, Ben, Margarita, Melissa, and Zach are volunteers who contribute to the tutoring program. They help students with AP Calculus, Spanish, German, algebra, and chemistry. Congratulations. Oh, look at... Material Girls Quilt Club. I kind of expect you all to have that little lace glove on that Madonna used to wear. This club provides comfort quilts for patients in the palliative care unit at Riverview Hospital. Palliative care provides relief from symptoms, pain, and stress to patients with a life-threatening illness. Congratulations, and thank you. Ministry Home Care Hospice Memory Bear Sewers. Memory bears are precious keepsakes crafted from personal clothing of a hospice patient. Each bear is lovingly handcrafted by this special group of volunteers. Thank you. Congratulations. Southwood County Humane Society Friends Group. The Humane Society's Friends Group assists with fundraising and educational events. They play a role in carrying out the Humane Society's mission and ensuring our community's stray and unwanted pets receive high-quality care. Thank you. Congratulations. And last but certainly not least, United Way of Inner Wisconsin newsletter mailing volunteers. A little biased to this group too. This group of volunteers assists with the United Way newsletter community focus. Linda, Don, June, and Jan, and Barb label and prepare over 1,000 newsletters. Additionally, Don and Linda spend time delivering over 400 of them to local businesses on the United Way's behalf. So thank you very much. It's always a fun time when they're in the office. So after seeing the wide variety of volunteers who have come up today to receive their certificates, it's very clear to me how truly blessed we are in our communities to have such wonderful volunteers. As we near the end of our program, I just have a few reminders and thank yous to announce. If you have any questions about the Volunteer Center, would like the Volunteer Center to coordinate you, and I think Angie touched on this a little bit, there is a card at your place setting. It says 25 reasons to give us your email. That's a good way for Angie to be able to communicate with you from the Volunteer Center about opportunities. So if we don't already have that, that's certainly something that you could fill out and place it in the box on the registration table outside. Our first thank you goes to Daily Tribune Media and the Gannett Foundation. Without their sponsorship, the volunteer breakfast wouldn't be possible. Deb Pleworth, if you would please stand. Give Deb a round of applause. Thank you for all of your support. You've probably noticed members of our Volunteer Center Task Force helping out today during the program. Would the members of the task force please rise? Thank you. And we'd also like to thank River Cities Community Access for being present today and videotaping. You can check out their website. Is it up there? Nope. rccamedia.org to find out when today's program can be viewed. River Cities volunteers, would you please rise? And we got Tom Tapin in the back. Thank you. And of course, we'd like to thank the Hotel Mead for hosting our event today. The last order of business that we have is to give away some prizes. Does anybody have any completed bingo cards that they didn't turn in? No? Okay. Do you ladies want to draw? We need 3 winners. So if your name is called, come on up and get your prize. Uh-oh. No last name. Pat with 2 T's. All right, winner. Yvonne Hansen. And Sandy Wilkes. So congratulations to all of them. Thank you for participating in the bingo game. I think it's also important that we recognize we have 2 United Way staff members who spend a lot of time on the Volunteer Center and making sure that individuals are connected with opportunities and that agencies in the community can get the individuals that they need for volunteering. So Amy and Angie, if you would please stand to be recognized. Thank you. And then just in closing, we do have the centerpieces on the table, the candle, blow it out before you take it. Somebody has under their saucer a United Way sticker, and so if you have the sticker, you can take the candle centerpiece home. And if there's an empty chair next to you, just get to it first. Thank you again for coming today and joining our celebration. Most of all, thank you for all the important work that you do in the community and for making a difference in the lives of others. Have a terrific National Volunteer Week, and thank you very much.